My name is Claire Louise, Account Manager for Scotland. Today we're going to navigate how to acquire your dental x-rays through positioning while using the 4DC dental generator. Let's make a start. For the purpose of this training video, we'll be showing you how to achieve full mouth canine x-rays in 6 shots. And to do this, we'll be using the iM3 canine positioning poster, a skull to represent the patient, a size 5 CR plate with envelopes and a plate guard, angle guides, swabs, and the 4DC dental generator with the collimator off. First off, let's do a run through on how to move your 4DC. When the purple light is shown, that means that it's locked in place. To move the 4DC dental generator, place your thumbs on either side of the unit. In front of you, you'll see sensors, and then when using your fingers and pressing down on the sensors, the light will show blue, which means that the 4DC can now be moved freely. When you've got your dental generator in position, taking your time, slowly release your fingers away from the sensors to lock that into place. The purple light will then show. Take your thumbs away from the side and step back. You're then ready to take your dental x-ray shot. A top tip on what not to do is if we're going back, pressing my fingers on the sensors till it's highlighted blue. If you rush, it will move very quickly because the sensors are so sensitive. For example, if I move quickly like this, you can see the movement. So always take your time when you're getting your x-ray dental generator into position. Begin with 3 x-rays of the maxilla, with our patient in sternal recumbency, nose forward, before turning the patient over to dorsal recumbency, nose to table, and then repeating these 3 x-rays for the mandible. The first image will be for the canine maxilla premolars and molars. Begin with the size 5 plate, the plate guard, and the 45-degree angle positioner guide. Avoid the common mistake of placing the plate straight into the patient's mouth. This won't achieve the images you want, as canine and feline jaws are not perfectly straight. They are angled rostrally, so it's important to angle the plate with the jawline so the teeth line up parallel along the plate. So take your time. Next, insert the size 5 plate into a size 5 envelope with the marker inserted first, on the bottom left. White side of the plate, which is the exposure side, should go to the black side with the writing on the plate being visible through the envelope. Peel the tape and seal it securely. Insert your plate into the size 5 bite guard with the writing on the plate facing the iM3 logo, written on the guard with the marker being inserted first. The black or exposure side of the plate should be facing up towards you, as this is the exposure side. Take your 45-degree angle guide and secure it under the black side of your plate. Make sure your angle guide is positioned midline to the plate, as this will ensure the x-ray beam is central and evenly cast across the entire plate for a complete image. Insert the bite guard into the patient's mouth with the angle guide, so it is parallel with the jaws. Use swabs, tissues, underneath your plate to raise the guard to ensure that it is in contact with the teeth at all times. When using a 4DC generator, take the collimator cone off and position it so the end of the x-ray tube is sitting at the end of the guide and is angled to match. Use your other angle position guides to make sure your x-ray beam is lining up correctly with your angle marker. This is the shot you want to achieve, being able to see the full canine as well as most of the caudal molar, along with the root structure and pulp pathology. It is key to push the plate as far back as possible into the patient's mouth to make sure you can get the last molar in this shot. If you do not achieve this shot, start again until you can get most of the upper maxilla. Once you are happy with your positioning, take your X-ray and process the image using your CR7. For the canine maxilla incisor shot, take your 55-degree positioner and your size 5 plate. Repeat the same process as earlier. Insert your plate so the marker is at the edge and use a 55-degree angle guide. Insert the plate straight into the patient's mouth with a 55-degree angle guide leading from the nose of the patient. Use swabs or tissues to raise the plate so the teeth are in contact with the plate at all times. Again, position your 4DC X-ray generator at the end of the angle guide to match the angle. Repeat the previous process by using other angle guides either side of the X-ray tube to ensure your X-ray beam is lined up correctly. This is the shot you want to be able to achieve: to see both upper canines and all incisors, with root outline evident and pulp pathology being recognized. Now for the canine maxilla premolars and molars on the left side. We position and shoot the left side the same as we did for the right. Using a 45-degree angle guide, insert the plate in line with the jaw and use swabs and tissues to ensure contact with the teeth at all time. Repeat if the desired shot is not achieved, as shown here. Finally, moving on to the canine mandible. Turning the patient over into dorsal recumbency and repeat the same 3 X-ray positions to capture the mandible. The left and the right side shots should be used with the 45-degree angle guide, and then the 55-degree angle guide for the full mandible shot to show incisors and lower canines. Once you have finished those mandible shots, it is now time to review all 6 images and place them in your view on your iM3 vet exam software. In some breeds, you may want additional images of the upper canine. This can be achieved by using the 70-degree angle guide and the images shown on your iM3 poster.